Sophia, can I ask you something kind of random?
Always. What is it?
Do you ever walk into a room full of people and just freeze? Like your feet move in, but your words just stay outside?
Jason, that is literally me at every party ever.
Right. And then someone looks at you and says, "So, how have you been?" And you open your mouth and nothing comes out. Just this long, uncomfortable air.
The worst. Especially when you know what you want to say. It's all there inside. But something just blocks it.
Yeah. Welcome to English Podcast 520, everyone. I'm Jason Chen.
And I'm Sophia Chun. And today we are not going to teach you anything.
Not a single lesson.
We're just going to talk about something that honestly used to make both of us a little scared.
Talking to people.
Just people. Strangers. New faces. A room where you don't know anyone.
I still remember the first time I had to speak English at a work meeting. Not practice. Not class. Real people. Real eyes on me.
Oh no. What happened?
I said 3 words and then I forgot the 4th. And everyone just waited. So politely. Which somehow made it worse.
That polite waiting is the worst kind of silence.
It's so loud.
It is loud. It's like the whole room goes quiet just to hear your mistake.
But here's the thing. I looked around after, and the person next to me, she was doing the same thing. Waiting for her moment to speak. Nervous. Rehearsing sentences in her head.
Really?
She told me after. She said, I almost didn't say anything either. And she was a native speaker.
That always surprises me. Like we think confidence is something other people have. Some kind of gift they were born with.
And we are just over here waiting for hours to arrive.
Exactly. Like it's in the mail somewhere.
Still in transit.
But seriously though, I used to think confident people just didn't feel nervous. Like they skipped that part.
But they didn't.
They didn't. They just talked anyway. With the nervousness still there. Like alongside it. Not instead of it.
That changed something for me when I heard that. Because I kept waiting to feel ready. Like, when I feel confident, then I'll speak.
And that day never came.
It never came. Because feeling confident comes after you speak. Not before.
Say that again actually. Confidence comes after. Not before. You don't get ready and then speak. You speak and then slowly you feel ready. That's uncomfortable to hear.
Very uncomfortable. But also kind of freeing. Because it means you don't have to wait anymore.
You can just go.
Even if it's messy.
Even if you forget a word.
Even if your grammar is a little creative.
I love that. Creative grammar.
My specialty.
You know what I used to do? Before any social situation where I knew I'd have to speak English, I would rehearse conversations in my head. Like full conversations.
Oh, I do this.
And then the actual conversation goes nothing like the one in my head, and I'm just standing there completely lost.
Because real conversation doesn't follow a script.
It never does. Real conversation wanders. It laughs at the wrong moment. It goes quiet for no reason. It changes direction 6 times in 2 minutes.
So how did you stop doing the rehearsing thing?
I didn't fully stop, but I changed what I rehearse. Instead of exact sentences, I just think of one small story. Something that happened. Something real.
Like what?
Like last week I burned my rice. Completely. It was black on the bottom. And I just kept that in my pocket for the week. As a thing I could talk about if conversation ran out.
And did you use it?
3 times. People love burned rice stories. There's something very human about burned rice.
There really is. Like, everyone has burned something.
Exactly. You don't need a perfect story. You just need a real one.
And when you share something real, the other person relaxes too. You can almost see it. Their shoulders come down a little.
Yes, because you stopped being a stranger and started being a person.
And that's really all conversation is. 2 people slowly becoming less strange to each other.
I never thought about it that way. That's kind of beautiful.
I was feeling poetic.
Please keep going.
No, but seriously. What stops most people, I think, Is this fear that they'll say the wrong thing? That they'll be judged?
Yes. That fear of being seen and found not enough.
Not smart enough. Not fluent enough. Not interesting enough.
And you spend so much energy managing that fear that there's nothing left for the actual conversation.
So you end up saying the safest thing. Good.
Fine.
Yes, very nice.
The conversation graveyard.
Perfect responses that kill every conversation.
I was so good at those for years.
We all are. But here's what I learned. People don't actually remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. Like, I can't tell you what anyone said to me at a party last month. But I can tell you which person made me feel comfortable. Which one made me laugh. Which one actually listened.
And that has nothing to do with perfect English.
0%.
It's about attention. Being actually there. Not performing, just present.
And sometimes presence is just asking one good question and then genuinely caring about the answer.
What kind of question, though? Because I used to ask too many questions and it started to feel like an interview.
The human resources kind.
So formal. Where are you from? What do you do? How long have you lived here?
Exactly. And those questions have answers, but they don't have stories. They don't open anything.
So what's better?
Questions that let people tell you something they actually want to say. Like instead of, what do you do? Maybe, is there something you've been really into lately?
Ooh, that's different.
Because everyone is into something. And if you ask that, you might find out the accountant next to you is secretly obsessed with bread making. Or the quiet woman in the corner knows everything about old films.
And suddenly the conversation has texture.
Real texture. And you didn't need perfect sentences to get there. Just one question that opened a door.
I love that. Open a door. Not perform a speech.
Just open a door. And then follow the person in.
And listen. Actually listen. Not listen while preparing your next sentence.
That's the hardest part for me. I catch myself sometimes, nodding, but internally already building my reply while the person is still talking.
Oh, I do that too. It's like you're half there.
Half in the conversation, half in your own head writing a script.
And the person can feel it. They can't always name what feels off, but they sense it.
When someone really listens to you, though, you know it immediately.
Like the air changes somehow.
It gets a little softer.
That sounds like a poem, Jason.
I'm full of those tonight.
But it's true. I had a conversation once with someone I just met and she just listened. Like not nodding politely. Really listening. And I walked away from that conversation feeling like I'd said something worth hearing.
Even though it was probably just normal stuff.
It was completely normal. I think I talked about my sister's dog for 8 minutes.
That's a long time for a dog story.
It was a very interesting dog. But the point is she made me feel heard. And that's what confident people do. Not always talk. Often just listen. Really deeply.
So confidence isn't about having the best lines.
It's about making space.
For the other person to feel real.
And when you do that, when you stop trying to be impressive and start being genuinely curious, something interesting happens.
You stop being nervous?
No. You're still a little nervous. But you stop caring about the nervousness. Because you're too interested in the person in front of you.
The nervousness becomes background noise.
Exactly. And then one day you walk out of a conversation and you realize that was easy? When did that start feeling easy?
And you won't even remember the exact moment it changed.
It just slowly did. Like how you don't remember learning to walk. You just one day were walking.
Sophia, can I tell you something I've never really said out loud?
Of course.
There was a period, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where I stopped going to social things completely. Not because I was tired. Because I was scared.
Scared of what exactly?
Of being the awkward one. The one who can't keep up with the conversation. The one who laughs at the wrong moment because they didn't fully understand the joke.
Oh, Jason.
And I would come up with excuses. Oh, I'm busy that night. Oh, I have something early the next morning. But the truth was I just didn't want to feel small.
I think a lot of people listening right now know that feeling. Maybe too well.
And the sad thing is, the more I avoided it, the bigger it got. The fear, I mean. Every time I said no, It became a little harder to say yes next time.
Because you were practicing avoidance instead of practicing conversation.
Exactly. I was getting better at hiding, not at connecting.
What changed?
My friend dragged me to a dinner. Literally. He showed up at my door and said, "We are going." I had no warning, no time to plan my excuses.
Ah, a good friend.
The best kind. Terrible in the moment. Perfect in memory.
And how was the dinner?
Honestly, uncomfortable for the first 20 minutes. I sat there holding my glass and just observing, not really joining.
That's okay though. Observing is a form of being there.
I know that now. But then it felt like failure. Like everyone else was talking and I was just furniture.
And then?
Someone asked me if I'd ever tried the food from a specific region. And I had. Once, years ago, on a trip. And I said yes, actually. And they asked where. And I told them. And then 5 minutes had gone by and I was talking.
Just like that.
Just like that. Not because I prepared. Not because I felt ready. Just because someone asked me something real and I had a real answer.
That's the thing, isn't it? You can't always start the conversation, but you can be ready to catch it when it comes to you.
And you don't need a big story. You just need to answer honestly instead of safely.
Instead of, yes, it was nice, you say, yes, actually, let me tell you.
Exactly. The moment you add one small detail, the conversation has somewhere to go.
I've been thinking about something while you were talking. About the word confidence. We use it a lot, but I wonder if it's the right word.
What do you mean?
Like confidence sounds like armor. Like you put it on and then you're protected and nothing can touch you. But that's not what we're describing, is it?
No. What we are describing is softer than that.
It's more like willingness. The willingness to be seen even when you're not sure what people will think.
Willingness to be a little awkward in service of connection.
Yes. Confidence as willingness. I like that much more.
Because armor keeps people out, but willingness lets people in.
And at the end of the day, that's the whole point of talking, isn't it? Letting someone in. Even a little.
Even just for a conversation about burned rice and a dog's complicated personality.
My dog conversation was very meaningful, Jason.
I believe you completely.
There's one more thing I want to say. About mistakes.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people who are learning English, and honestly people in general, are so afraid of making a mistake that they say nothing. They wait until they're sure. Until it's perfect.
And perfect never comes.
Never. But here's what I've noticed. When someone makes a small mistake in conversation, like uses the wrong word, or stumbles over a sentence, and then just keeps going without making it a big deal.
You barely notice it.
You barely notice it. But when someone makes a small mistake and then freezes, and apologizes, and explains, and looks embarrassed.
Suddenly, it's the only thing in the room.
Exactly. The mistake didn't create the awkwardness. The reaction to the mistake did.
So just keep going.
Keep going. Correct it quietly if you want or don't. But keep moving.
Because the conversation is bigger than any single word.
And the person you're talking to is rooting for you. Most people are rooting for you.
I really believe that.
Me too. People want conversation to go well. They're not sitting there waiting for you to fail.
They're hoping you'll say something interesting so they don't have to fill the silence either.
We're all in this together, really. Just trying not to be furniture.
You know what's funny? The conversations I remember most were never the ones where I said something brilliant. They were the ones where I felt safe enough to say something stupid.
Yes. When you feel safe, you stop editing yourself. And the real you shows up.
And the real you is always more interesting than the edited version.
Always. The edited version is so careful. So small. The real you takes up a little more space. Says the unexpected thing. Laughs too loud.
I like that. Takes up a little more space.
That's what confidence really looks like. Not loud. Not perfect. Just someone who isn't apologizing for being in the room.
Just trying not to be furniture. Maybe that should be the title.
English Podcast 520. Not furniture.
Perfect.
This was a good one tonight.
It was. I didn't want it to end.
Me neither. Maybe we leave it here, while it still feels warm.
Yeah, that's the right place.
To everyone listening, thank you for being here.
And hey, you're already doing it. You're already in a conversation. With us. In English. Right now.
Doesn't feel like studying, does it?
Good night, everyone.
Good night.